Welcome back, everybody, to Scrimshott Plays. I'm Scrimshott, and today we'll be opening 2 new packs of Streets of New Capenna set boosters. Let's get into it. We've got a treasure token. Let's bring the art card up. That's pretty neat. I like it. What is it? We've got Vivian on the Hunt by Jake Murray, number 22 of 81. We have, first off the top, we have Island. Just a basic land, full art. Like the way that looks. We have Cutthroat Contender. 1 black for a 1/1 creature, vampire. Pay 1 life, and Cutthroat Contender gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Activate once each turn. Quick Draw Dagger. We've already got a couple of these. 3 mana value for an artifact equipment with Flash. When Quick Draw Dagger enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. That creature gains first strike until end of turn. Equipped creature gets +1/+1, and equip cost is 1 mana. We have Case the Joint. Almost looks like a spyglass of some kind. We've got 3 plus a blue for an instant. Allows you to draw 2 cards, then look at the top card of each player's library. And the flavor text here is Steel Doors and Iron Bars are child's play for an Obscura operative. We have Out of the Way. 3 and a blue for an instant. This spell costs 2 less to cast if it targets a green permanent. Return target non-land permanent to an opponent controls to its owner's hand and draw a card. And then it says You Bore Me. We have Slip Out the Back. Cost of 1 blue for an instant. Put a 1/1 counter, or sorry, a +1/+1 counter on target creature. It phases out, meaning treat it and anything attached to it as though they don't exist until its controller's next turn. We've got Public Enemy. 2 and a blue for an enchantment aura. Enchant creature. All creatures attack enchanted creature's controller each combat if able. When enchanted creature dies, draw a card. Every Halo smuggler walks a razor's edge between untold riches and sudden disaster. Interesting. We have a little chat. 1 and a blue for an instant with Casualty 1. As you cast this spell, you may sacrifice a creature with power 1 or greater. When you do, copy this spell. Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the other on the bottom of your library. We have Disciplined Duelist with the Art Deco border. Green, white, and blue for a 2/1 creature. With double strike, Disciplined Duelist enters the battlefield with a shield counter on it. We have Shattered Seraph. We've seen this one before, although I'm not sure we've seen this art. 4 plus a white, blue, and black for a 4/4 creature with flying. When Shattered Seraph enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. Pay 2 and exile Shattered Seraph from your hand. Target land gains tap to add white, blue, or black until Shattered Seraph is cast from exile. You may cast Shattered Seraph for as long as it remains exiled. We have Cabaretti Ascendancy. Oh, that looks like a nice card. That's our rare for the pack. A red, green, and white for an enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature or planeswalker card, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. If you don't put the card into your hand, you may put it on the bottom of your library. Whatever you're looking for. Food, family, Halo. We've got the best in town. And we have our foil, Rocco, Cabaretti Caterer. X, red, green, and white for a 3/1 legendary creature. When Rocco Cabaretti Caterer enters the battlefield, if you cast it, you may search your library for a creature card with mana value X or less. Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. And that's it for this pack. Let's move on to the second. Remember, if you're liking what you see, leave a like down below and subscribe so you get notified the next time I post a video. We have a treasure token here. And what's our art card for this? Ooh, look at that. This one is a signed art card. It's a very pretty card. For the Venom Connoisseur, Martinale, 21 of 81. That'll be going in a sleeve for sure. And we have basic land forest with the regular border. Spara's Adjudicators, 2 green, white, and blue for a 4/4 cat citizen creature. When Spara's Adjudicators enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls can't attack or block until your next turn. Pay 2, exile Spara's Adjudicators from your hand. Target land gains tap to add green, white, or blue until Spara's Adjudicators is cast from exile. You may cast Spara's Adjudicators for as long as it remains exiled. We have Psionic Snoop, 2 and a blue for a 0/3 creature. With Flash, when Psionic Snoop enters the battlefield, it connives. Draw a card and then discard a card. If you discarded a non-land card, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. She knows your next move before you do. We have Celestial Regulator. 1, a white and a blue for a 2/3 creature with flying. When Celestial Regulator enters the battlefield, choose target creature you don't control and tap it. If you control a creature with a counter on it, the chosen creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. We've got Ceremonial Groundbreaker. 1 green and a white for an artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+1 and has trample. Equip a citizen, cost 1, and equip of 3 to attach it to the target creature you control. Construction in New Capenna is imbued with tradition and ritual. We have Take to the Streets, costs 4 and a green for a sorcery. Creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. Citizens you control get an additional +1/+1 and gain vigilance until end of turn. No institution, however grand, can withstand the collective will of the people. Voice of the Vermin, 3 and a green for a 2/2 creature, human. A human citizen. Voice of the Vermin enters the battlefield with a shield counter on it. If it would be dealt damage or destroyed, remove a shield counter from it instead. Whenever Voice of the Vermin attacks, target creature you control has base power and toughness 4/4 until end of turn. We have Rakish Revelers. 2 red, green, and white for a 5/3 elf druid rogue creature. When Rakish Revelers enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 green and white citizen creature token. Pay 2 and exile Rakish Revelers from your hand. Target land gains tap to add red, green, or white. Until Rakish Revelers is cast from exile, you may cast Rakish Revelers for as long as it remains exiled. We have another Rocco Cabaretti Caterer. No difference there, except it's not foil. We have a dual land. Waterfront District. Waterfront District enters the battlefield tapped. Tap to add blue or black. Pay 2 and a blue and black. And tap to sacrifice Waterfront District. Draw a card. We have Devilish Valet. 2 and a red for a 1/3 rare creature, Devil Warrior with trample and haste, and alliance. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, double Devilish Valet's power until end of turn. Nobody thought twice about checking their weapons at the door until they were informed there was no weapon check at the door. And Our foil today is a foil Waterfront District, which we just got in the non-foil. Alright, thanks for joining me today. Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more of this content, and we'll see you next time.